Let's try this again.
They started Knox, and he had 19 and 7.
6 minutes until showtime.
He wants to call in.
That's dangerous right there. That is dangerous.
I want to know if he did any medicating or anything of that nature at the Christmas party.
That's a work Christmas party. Hey, Ben.
Yeah, but that's
Ben, let me know if you can hear me, Ben. I think we're up and running. It's a little fritzing. It's saying we have no live listeners, but yet I see comments coming in. So I don't know how you could have both at the same time. When will the list of glory and list of shame come out? It's going to come out tomorrow. I just finished editing it earlier. We hear me. All right. Thank you, thank you.
5 minutes until showtime.
All right. Are you ready for... should we bring him on?
Yeah, tell the call. My goal is to stay civil with him today.
Mm-hmm. How do you think that's going to go?
See, I give myself 10 minutes. See, because here's the thing. Like, whatever positive you say,
Yeah.
he flips it to the negative. Like, one of the things that I'm going to say is that say what you want about Gettleman, but he hit the first 4 picks of the draft, and we have 11 picks to go. We have 11 picks in next year's draft. Like, he understands how to draft players, but
4 minutes until showtime.
But we'll get on there with James. I don't want to.
According to this, he's not calling in. So.
Well, he said on the group chat to let him know when to call. I'll respond to him. What about
the special guest?
Yeah. What about the special guest? Is he?
I don't know. He's done this to me before. That's why I didn't blast it out.
He said on Twitter earlier this week that he thought the Giants were going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
See, now if he said
3 minutes until showtime.
I mean, he'd be all sugary.
Robert James, if the Cowgirls lose the last 3 and we win out, do we get it? No. The only way we can get to the playoffs is through wild card.
And we still have to win out to do it. Do we have to win out to do it?
If we lose tomorrow, it's it. We're done.
No.
Yeah, that's it. We're done. We have to win out. Can't lose one game.
Well, what if everybody else loses out? I guess they can't because they play each other. Washington or Philly have to.
Yeah, we have to bypass them.
Yeah, that's true.
We're still below.
And they have to lose too. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, no, that's right.
It's a lot of trickery, math skill.
2 minutes until showtime.
Well, we'll talk about this on the show too.
Hold on, we have a phone call. Let's see who it is. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Why are you so down?
I'm just tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm so tired today. I am so tired. If you hear snoring, just mute me.
Starting the show off. How was the Christmas party?
It's like every office Christmas party, just awful. Like they had it at the Works, which is like a Dave and Buster's, sort of like a ghetto Dave and Buster's
up
almost.
in Wyoming.
Wyoming, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So we did the whole pizza thing, and then played some games, and I made the Pro Bowl. Just so you guys know, in that football game where you got to like throw and get it in the squares for the yards. And now my arm is killing me.
Mm-hmm. So you still
did some go-kart racing.
You still have some juice in the arm.
What?
I was amazingly accurate. It's amazing. You just don't lose the touch. But now my arm is killing me.
Did you play football in high school?
I did.
And what position?
I played QB and I played defensive end.
Were you an option quarterback?
I like to throw the ball, Justin.
Something told me that you didn't have the cat-like reflexes.
No, I don't. Let me tell you, I had enough pocket awareness to get away and make a play. I could scramble a little bit. I wasn't like lightning, but I wasn't a statue.
Like Tom Brady.
So I mean,
which I know
Talk Radio.
All right, now we're done with her interrupting our show all the time.
Yeah, seriously. Let's get to the drop. We got Giants. Where's Tim? We got Giants stuff to talk about.
Where is Tim? Where is Tim? All right, let me
He's on a bender.
Scroll down to
Dalvin Cook caught that. Dalvin Cook caught the touchdown that he beat me in fantasy, and I haven't heard.
That was unbelievable.
How about that? That's the way my fantasy year went. I actually started laughing.
If Cousins was one step further, like if he had progressed one half step further, he's over the line.
Well, let's put it this way. First of all, I deserve to lose for benching Gronk. But secondly, like if Cousins shows up at all in that game, Dalvin Cook easily gets 14 points. So Cousins, something about when we talk about Teddy Bridgewater and patchwork quarterbacks, like from now on, you're going to hear me bring up Kirk Cousins a lot. Because when you talk about David Carr and you talk about those type of guys like that, are you prepared for that?
Let me just be clear. There's a difference to me between Teddy Bridgewater and another veteran quarterback. I don't think.
Oh,
I'm going to be very honest. And you know this about me. You know that it pains me to watch Eli Manning at this, because here's the thing. Sunday's the best he can do. That's the best.
And I got news for you guys.
Hold on.
As much as all the Giant fans are happy right now,
why don't we do this? Why don't we?
That Redskin team isn't good.
Why don't we officially start this podcast?
Oh, let's play the drop.
Play the drop.
Welcome to the Bleed Big Blue podcast, dedicated coverage of the New York Football Giants by your hosts, Marco, J Money, Tim, and Captain Negative. Streaming to you live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
What is going on, everyone? It is December 12th, Wednesday night. Giants are on a winning streak. I have Justin. I have Captain Negative on the phone. Tim is MIA at this point. I see a lot of people have been requesting where is the list of glory and the list of shame. That I will put out tomorrow. Just got busy with the holiday season. We might have a special guest calling in today, but I've been stood up by this person before, so we will see. I prepared for it. Not really questions-wise. We'll just go off the dome, the four of us. But I have a little thing put together. Gentlemen,
if he calls in, I would like a minute to apologize to him.
To apologize? Oh. Oh wait, is this Tim? Hold on.
Call from Lauletta, Michigan.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's Tim.
Lauletta,
Tim, you threw me off for a second. Can you
Yes.
hold on 1 second?
Who's getting the call from Siri? Like, what's going on? What the fuck? Is that Tim? Is that Dalvin?
Yep. I'm in. Yeah, I'm in right now.
Yeah,
What's up, Dalvin? What's up,
What's
Dalvin?
going on, guys?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I do have to say,
Well,
I feel much better. I was afraid of Jimmy in the fantasy playoffs. He had a roster that I felt like could put up points that would get close. I mean, I was rooting for Tim hard. And Tim, you did me a solid.
Yeah, he really did.
I just want to
did
thank
you the
Amari
solid.
Cooper.
I set my lineup sober and bench Gronk. That's why you never set your lineup sober.
And what's ironic about that is in real life, the Patriots lost because they didn't bench Gronk.
There you go. Well, not really.
They
that was
they put him
fucking
out there.
miracle. And yeah, he also had 100 yards and a touchdown. So if he doesn't play, but
No, but
he should have never been put.
I'm not saying they should have benched him for the game. I'm saying for that play.
Oh, he had no right being on the field in that play with a bad back. Especially with them being at like the 30. Like, was the guy going to throw it 70, 80 yards in the air with a bad shoulder? I mean, he already missed time with a bad shoulder. That's just.
He's
that was
no
bad.
Eli Manning.
That was bad. Oh, Jesus.
Gentlemen, I had the strange house call from the actual house phone. Very retro.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It rang and I was like,
No, I'd like to know. You have an actual house phone?
yeah, it is awkward.
Was it Devin?
Is it rotary as well?
Is it on the wall?
It is rotary. No, it is a cordless.
Okay.
And I was like, what the hell is that? All right, let me message this guy, see if it's gone. We are live now.
Yeah, I need to apologize to him if he calls in.
Why?
Because I ruined his career.
He went. Did you see what he said on Twitter?
I only heard half the part of the conversation when you were going to apologize to somebody. I was like,
I
for a full
need
minute.
to apologize. If he calls in, I wholeheartedly, I still have his jersey to this day. He is the person that made me change my rule when it comes to Giant players. I will no longer purchase a jersey of
a current player.
Giant player.
I have this.
No, if a guy's on the roster, I will not buy his jersey because all I have done is I bought Seahorn's jersey. Me.
Do we have to
jersey? Prima donna. Everyone I touch, I destroy. And poor David Wilson, I gave him spinal stenosis.
Well, can you please not buy a Saquon jersey?
Yeah, don't touch.
I know I'm not. I won't buy any jersey of an active player. They have to retire, and then at that point, I will purchase their jersey.
You guys tell me.
I only buy retro.
There you go.
Which jersey purchase is worse? I made in terms of stupidity of purchase. I was at Giants training camp, Kenny Phillips rookie year, and I bought a authentic Kenny Phillips jersey.
That's a bad one.
What
That's
jersey?
a bad one.
Kenny Phillips.
Oh yeah, that's bad. I had a Eddie McCaffrey jersey.
Kenny
He
Phillips
got
has a ring.
traded.
What was
I think this one tops it. The day they became available on Giants.com, I purchased a LeVar Arrington jersey.
Double nickel.
I still have.
I didn't, but I was close to it, Justin. I didn't, and I held off. And thank God I did it. But
Dude, I had an Ed McCaffrey jersey, and then he leaves and becomes a superstar. Just like
Who didn't love
everyone
Easy Ed?
everyone I touch, love Easy Ed. Eddie McKay.
You know, I wanted his son to be a Giant.
What?
I wanted his son to become a Giant.
Yes,
But
very true.
Then we got the best, next best thing. Actually, a better thing.
I was so happy that his son didn't become a Giant because when I drafted him in the top 10.
A bunch of people saying the Kenny Phillips jersey wasn't a bad idea. He was the man, at least down in Miami. That's from Robert James.
Absolutely. Thanks, Robert.
There you go.
I don't not a jersey purchase at all. I don't.
Speaking of Miami,
He got derailed.
I have a throwback, a throwback Buccaneer Vinny Testaverde jersey.
like the burnt Seattle.
He was in Miami?
Cream orange, like the Tampa Bay Buck.
Right.
Bright orange. I got it when I was 14 years old. It still fits, and it fits like a glove, gentlemen.
So
How about that?
My quick Vinny Testaverde story. Young J Money was a big Vinny Testaverde guy, mostly because on Madden Super Tecmo Ball, I was decent with the Bucks, even though they were horrible. And so I had his football card when I was a kid, and my brother, who's 3 years younger than I am, shout out to Matt if you're listening, to prank me, gave our Vinny Testaverde football card to my dad, who signed it as Vinny Testaverde, and presented it back to me and told me that the signature had been there the whole time and I just hadn't seen it. And I was young enough that I firmly believed that until at least the age of 13. And then I realized that the handwriting was similar to my dad's.
Vinny.
So I wanna let you guys. I wanna admit something to you guys. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
The floor is yours.
I have come to a. I don't want to say I haven't. They were still wrong for drafting Saquon Barkley. Okay. However.
Oh my God! I know where you're wrong.
My hold on, my significant other is leaving and I want to say goodbye. I love you. Have a good night.
That's
so
sweet.
How about that? You gotta take some time to show some love every now and again. She hates me. I'm gonna get to the bed and she has to go to work. So I still think that what they did with that asset at 2 was wrong, and you will never convince me that it was not. However, there is no going backwards, right? So I have come to the realization that in order for this to work, in order for it to realistically work, okay, they cannot walk away from this year's draft without Herbert or without Haskins. Preferably, for me, the more film I watch, I'm falling in love with Haskins. So, I've now started to flip the page. And with every fucking game they win, I'm getting more and more terrified that this is not going to go from a mistake at 2 last year, but you made the right pick, and now you're waiting too long, and you're not in position to get the quarterback that you need. Because I don't only think that it's a matter of just replacing Eli Manning. I also think that it's a kill 2 birds with 1 stone type of thing. I think the rookie quarterback does 2 things. 1, it gives you a long-term hope as opposed to a 1-year prayer. Okay, and the other thing it does is it frees up your salary cap so much that it eliminates the burden of paying $27 million to a wide receiver and a running back. And it allows you, with a rookie quarterback on a contract like that, to be able to go ahead and look around the league and look what the Rams are doing. Look what Philly's able to do. Philly can be very aggressive and go get certain guys. Why? Wentz. Why? Goff. Watch what the Jets are going to be able to do in the next couple of years. Watch what Arizona is able to do in the next couple of years. And Baltimore. So this is turned now because I think that if you and this was never for me, but and you guys know that. I always said this kid was talented. This kid is amazing. Mm-hmm. He's amazing. Okay? And now the question is, okay, we have him. How do you do best by him? Because if you don't, you're looking at Adrian Peterson and you're looking at Barry Sanders, which is phenomenal. But it doesn't put a trophy in the case. So how do we put a fucking trophy in the case? How do you use the talents of Beckham and Barkley? You got to get a quarterback that can be up to speed with them. And if they continue to punt year to year, and we continue to tread water and sit in the middle of the draft at 12, 13, 14, I'm terrified, guys. Terrified. So I've turned the page. And I'm looking forward to next year. And I know, and now you're going to say, wow, Captain Positive? No, fuck that. Let's go Tennessee. Let's go fucking Indianapolis. And let's get in position to get a quarterback that's going to take us where we got to go.
Listen.
Hold on, guys.
No, wait.
Hold on. Let that simmer for 1 second. Let me just answer this phone call just to say hello and I'll throw the person back on hold if it's not who I think it is. Ready?
Okay.
904, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on? Who's this?
Hey, man. Dude, we're 5-8, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your name, brother?
What's your name?
What's your name, brother?
Who is this?
Who are you? My name's Carl, man. I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida, man.
Hey, what's up, Carl?
All right.
Carl, give me 1 second on that. Go ahead, Carl. Shoot.
I've been a Giant fan ever since LT held me as a baby. Okay.
Oh, this.
Hey, now.
So you're LT's Boston child. You're Jon Snow.
I got the Giants hat.
He's Jon Snow. He's LT's Boston.
I'm talking about Lawrence Taylor, man.
We know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carl.
Yeah, so, I mean, the way I see it right now is that we basically were winning. We're winning. We started off with a brand new coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in the beginning of the year, we were fresh. We were starting off, and everything is looking good. And then all of a sudden, we start losing again. And then we beat Houston, and then we lose 5 straight. Okay, we're 1-7. Through that entire span, I'm watching Eli, and I'm just cursing him. This is it. We just gotta fold. We gotta fold. You know. But all I gotta say is, you guys were talking about Adam Vinatieri before. What about Graham Gano? Graham Gano.
Well, we talked
Without
about
Graham Gano, we're 6-7 right now.
True.
If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. Could we not talk about games that we almost won?
I understand.
You either win or you lose. Okay?
I understand.
And here it is. Here's the thing, all right? This winning streak, this 4 out of 5, like, dissect it. Like, it's a facade. And if you fall into thinking that this team is deep enough and good enough to make a run right now, all you are doing is putting yourself in a position to where it is going to be very difficult no matter how you and I was arguing with somebody on Twitter yesterday where they said if you want the quarterback, you simply move up and get him. No, I'm sorry, it does not work like that. There are 30 other teams in the league. A couple of them may want a quarterback. Washington may be in play for a quarterback. It's going to be funny to see what teams, is Miami in play for a quarterback? How many teams are in play for a quarterback that they're willing to trade up or be in competition to you to outbid you? And that is the fear right now, guys. With every win, you cost yourself the position, and the package becomes more expensive. So that to me is that's the reason why. It's because the roster isn't. I'm not going to fool myself into thinking that this roster is good enough to win a Super Bowl because they beat Nick Mullins, because they beat Chase Daniel, because they beat a Redskin team that gave up. Like let's look at what's going on.
I understand what you're saying. I really do. Like I hear what you're saying. However, it goes back to a simple point, and I think that it's that you cannot, in the NFL, you cannot tell players to lose or to tank.
No,
because
Justin, I agree with you there, but you can put yourself in a position to where you're evaluating the rookie quarterback. If you're going to win with somebody, win with Lauletta.
But if you're doing that, did you see Lauletta?
I'm not gonna judge Lauletta off of 3 throws. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna judge Lauletta off of three throws without Barkley in the game with him.
But hold on, no, I understand that. But let's, if we want to talk about Kyle Lauletta, we have to say what we saw on Sunday was 0 for 5 with an interception, and most of the throws were late. Now, you can say that there wasn't anybody, he wasn't playing with anybody that's a starter. Like, that's a valid discussion point. But what I'm saying is you can't sell that to the other 52 guys on the roster and tell them that this is the way to win.
No, I couldn't because here's the difference, Justin, and here's the difference. And this is the conversation that should have been had at 1-7, but it can't be had at 1-7 because Eli Manning's on the roster. But the conversation with the whole fucking team should have been, if you can't look at this roster, okay, and say there's some nice pieces, but for the most part, my God, Jesus, do we need an upheaval in depth, in overall talent on the roster. You could pick your spots and name some players that have some potential and that are some good players. But an overall talent on the roster, depth, 53 guys. Do you have a roster? I'm asking you. Do you have a roster that can win a Super Bowl?
But what I'm saying to you is twofold.
No, but hold on, wait. Just stick. I'm going to shut up, but stick with me here. Do you have a roster that can win you a Super Bowl?
But that's not. I understand the question that you're asking.
No, but so the conversation at 1-7 is this, because I understand about your culture of winning, but the roster is going to be up. There's going to be change. This isn't the team that's going to win you a fucking Super Bowl. So you're going to have to bring in new players, multiple players, in order to get there and create that culture of what it's going to take. So the conversation to sell Lauletta is this. All of your fucking jobs are on the line. We are 1-7. It is time to evaluate every single position known to man. And at the end of the season, we're going to have a conversation. And some of you are going to be here, and some of you aren't. And Kyle Lauletta is starting on Sunday. Because I need to know, blatantly, in front of your whole team, I need to know that I have a quarterback that can win for the next 10 years. Not tomorrow.
Good luck with that. Good luck.
On your team. I guarantee guys are going to put effort on film. They're going to put effort on film. Your jobs are on the line.
Jimmy.
What are we doing here?
Here's the thing.
What, a fucking country club?
As I say, as I say this, I want to stress that I appreciate you, and I understand where you're coming from. However, the mistake you're viewing long game only.
Yep.
And you have the right to do so because you're a fan that's choosing to view it that way, and you're also not really the GM.
But shouldn't the GM be looking at it that way?
No.
What the fuck is going on?
Because the GM.
What the fuck is going on? Are you telling me that a GM shouldn't be able to look at his roster and go, oh my God, we're not good enough to win. I need to get better players in here, and I need a quarterback that can get me over the fucking top, a young one that's not 38 and cost me $23 million. Does it take a fucking rocket scientist to see that?
What?
Jimmy, what I'm saying, I just want to put out there, what happened to the family still?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Went totally out the window.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Over here.
Hold on, guys. Hold on to that tirade. Hold on. Let's answer the phone. Ready? 732. What's going on? Where are you calling from?
New Jersey. Oh wait. Yeah.
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 What's going on?
Good energy. What's your name? What's going on?
Sam. Oh,
what's your name? What's it?
All these...
I didn't get your name. What was your? Oh. Where are you calling?
Sam, I am.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. Where are you from?
Oh, calling from Old Bridge.
Old Bridge. All right. So what you got on your mind?
So you know how all these things with Dwayne Haskins are coming out, how he wants to be a Giant?
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys like to see Dwayne Haskins get drafted this year and go after somebody like a Darrell Williams in the offseason and maybe in the second round go after a center like Tyler Biadasz or somebody like that?
No, I'm all in on Dwayne Haskins right now. I've watched. I'm still watching his film, but the more I watch him, the more I love him. And I think he would be perfect. I think he would be perfect to bring in. Even if you want to sell me on Eli coming like ripping up his contract and coming back on 15, 16, something like that. If you want to sell me that for a year, with knowing that Haskins is on the roster, okay, I can live with that. But then Eli has to be prepared that if the team starts off 1-4, 1-5, that you're sitting the fuck down.
And I am absolutely with you, James, and that's what scares me because we were both on Team Darnold going into the last draft. As the more I'm looking at the Haskins,
let's clarify that it was Team Darnold or Team trade back. Like it wasn't necessarily. We would have been fine if they traded back.
That's very true. We were both on the same board. But I'm glad you came around just like I did. I came around a little earlier than you did at Saquon. And I want to give James credit for that. And well, I'm Team Haskins right now. I'm all for it. I love a player that wants to play for the Giants.
All right, let's go to the next caller at 919. What's up, caller? You there?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, what's your name?
Sam.
Another Sam, huh?
What's up, Sam?
What's up, Sam?
Where are you calling from?
Hey, how's it going? Carolina.
Carolina. You still snowed in?
Nice.
He snowed in? Tim, can you confirm?
No, there's no snow anymore. It melted.
We're done.
Yeah,
we had a few inches and we were snowed in.
So, Sam from Carolina, what do you got on your mind? What's going on?
I was just wondering if I could get your guys' opinion.
Sure.
Always.
Do you believe the Giants could still make the playoffs? Realistically?
No.
No. James is a no. I'm a no. Justin?
I'm a solid maybe.
And Tim?
If you look,
Well, I'll tell you right now. You know what? I know Philly needs to start losing, and Wentz is already talking about sitting out. You know, little things like that. I'm gonna tell you right now. This Tennessee game is the key. Because I think this is the game that Giants should lose. Is Tennessee. I think Tennessee matches up against us pretty well, and if we win this game, it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
You think Tennessee is better than Indianapolis?
I think Tennessee just matches up against us better.
I think Tennessee. I'm with Tim. I think Tennessee creates more of a problem for us than Indianapolis.
I completely disagree. I 100% disagree. I think the Giants are going to win this weekend.
You think the Giants overlook?
No, I think the Giants will be. I think the Giants will have an easier time defensively stopping Mariota, and I think Andrew Luck is going to throw for about 380 yards on them next week.
I understand why you would say that, but I disagree with you, and here's why. The option quarterback and that read option play, that is the play that's been killing us all season. Hell, Josh Jackson ran that play.
Have you watched Mariota?
Had to learn his teammates' names on Madden this week.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that in Tennessee this year, though. They're not doing it.
It's a
Vrabel's not running the read option. They're not running. They're not featuring it.
You don't think they're going to run that play?
No, I think they're terrified of Mariota getting hurt, and I think he's terrified of getting hurt. If you've watched him play, he's terrified of getting hit. He has stayed in the pocket for the most part, and and that's where he's awful.
People are sucking at the teat of Andrew Luck, and he looked good on Sunday. He's looked good for most of the year, but he also got shut out by a Jacksonville Jaguars defense that has been Swiss cheese.
You're going to Indy on a fast track with our secondary. That is not Andrew Luck going to Jacksonville in a rivalry division game on the road, in a game that Jacksonville desperately needed, and I think still lost.
We got a great comment from Frank Campos on Facebook who says, "In 2 minutes, Captain Negative is going to explode." So there's your. There's your countdown.
Why? What's coming?
I don't know.
Why? What happened?
He feels the tension building.
What does he know?
I don't know. What does he know? You tell us. And a couple questions. Are we going to go live on Sunday? That's from Chris Moran. We going live Sunday?
Are we going what? I am fully prepared to go live Sunday. Yes.
Here we go. We got cousin Joey.
Whoever.
3-man show, cousin Joey.
Good.
I'm 90%.
Yeah. Justin's in. Good.
I'm 90%.
The more the merrier.
90% sure.
I'm gonna be at the bar.
As expected. Could we have you do a satellite from the bar?
Can't you call us from location?
Just an on location from the Giants bar in North Carolina with Tim.
Yes.
Yeah, I can probably do that.
Once a quarter.
Yeah.
That by the fourth quarter. By the fourth quarter, Tim might be snoring on air.
Good. That'd be great radio.
Well, it might be because I'm bored because guys are stopping them. Wait.
And
we'll see, guys. How I like this team is going, and I understand the draft pick thing with the winning. It just it's changing the culture to the point because you got to recruit free agents as well. we're gonna be spending money this year, and you want to tell people, hey, you saw how close we were with a roster that wasn't that deep. You come over, we're a little bit deeper, a little bit better. You want to be the difference between us, getting in the playoffs and not getting in the playoffs. And you get those recruits in.
If I'm
instead of being like, hey, we're one of the worst teams in the league. Come on over and play with us.
If I'm Gettleman, I'm going in to the offseason next year, and I'm thinking, I need a center, I need a tackle and a guard, so I need a player at each offensive line position, and I need a couple cornerbacks. And then it's best player available. I think I'm with James. You try and get the quarterback. I have a sinking pit in my stomach that it's going to be Kyle Shermer, but that's.
So do I.
I'm trying
I think
to
they're going to bring back.
I
I think they're going to draft Shermer and bring back Eli.
My gut feeling is Drew Lock. Drew Lock is going to be the guy.
Let me be clear. Here's I want to be real with Giants fans. This is the 100% truth. Eli played well on Sunday. He played well. 14 to 22 for 197 and 3 touchdowns. He had a couple touchdown throws in the red zone. He rolled out of the pocket a few times, looked nice. But that's the best that he can do.
Yeah.
That's peak Eli at this point. He can't do better than that.
He's scared of getting hit. He doesn't throw the ball down the field like he used to. And that hampers the offense.
And he
hinders the offense from hitting his all potential.
Still has an affinity to take a sack at the worst moment. He took a sack.
But I gotta give you credit. That dime he dropped into Corey Coleman right before the end zone. That was beautiful. That was vintage old Eli.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the receivers because I want to see what you guys think about it. I mean, to me, that was the best game that Sterling Shepard's played all season. Why can't he play like that off Odell Beckham?
Eli doesn't throw the ball when Odell's there.
No, but I mean, in terms of being active, making blocks down the field, the whole thing, just being
Sterling Shepard does that during the game for the most part as far as blocking. At least, how about the fact that Evan Ingram actually showed the fact that he can actually play? And we actually showed that, he's actually a mismatch.
Yeah.
The fact that finally got shown after all this time. And I understand he's not the greatest blocker in the world, and that hurts Shermer's scheme. But it's not like Shermer didn't know that going into this. I just don't understand why you wouldn't use that talent.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely strange. And I don't think, I wouldn't be surprised if, in fact, I would encourage it. I don't want to invest any capital in additional wide receivers. To me, Russell Shepard and Corey Coleman have shown enough to be on this roster at the beginning of next year and see what happens.
I'm not going to lie. I would bet Benny Flower is showing me he can play, and so is when Cody Lattimore comes back.
And we'll have Cody Lattimore for an additional year. These wide receivers are going to stay in place. So, they're going to have a chance to really, put their money where their mouth is and draft some hog mollies, draft some guys that can continue to help set the tone. I pray to God that they're able to re-sign Jamone Brown because that is is a mauler. He's just mean, opposite Hernandez. And I think that, they have to have a good draft, but I think that this team, with a few minor changes and a refocus on Saquon Barkley could win some games next year.
There's also a rumor out there that Gettleman's going to go after Darrell Williams from the Carolina Panthers as far as right tackle-wise. Because Carolina's pretty much strapped for money.
I could see that.
And I don't see Gettleman's the one that drafted him anyway. Now, I don't want to get our hopes up because we got our hopes up last year for Norwell. But if Darrell Williams comes in, there's definitely some good centers coming in this draft. So we can actually definitely solidify this line.
The bottom line is this. If you get a quarterback in the first round next year and you find your guy and you put him in Shermer's offense for a year and you play him and you develop him right away, this team is a problem for the NFC in 2020.
Absolutely.
Okay? So if you play your cards right now, all right, with the pieces that you have developing for the next year or two, and you continue to not sign Jonathan fucking Stewart and Nate Solder, and you hit free agency smart and find young players that are coming off their rookie deal that have upside, that you're looking to invest in long-term, cheap players that you can fill in on this roster and make it competitive deep on the roster, and then have another successful draft and bring in some more players and cornerbacks and free safeties and strong safeties and just players throughout the roster that just can compete and make this team better. And you have the quarterback there in place. Everything else will take care of itself.
You know, this is what I want to get. I got a question for you guys. Where do you guys stand with Ogletree now?
I'm not sold on Ogletree because he picked off Chase fucking Daniel twice.
Well, it's not just because of that. I mean, he actually does have 5 interceptions on the year. That's most he's ever had.
But guys, this is the same team that was 1-7. It's the same team. Just look at the teams they were playing. Just look at the teams that we're beating.
But it couldn't be the fact that he's learned in the system. I mean, the fact that Ogletree's finally learned the system. Maybe he's like, okay, I get it now, and what I'm supposed to be doing, because he's definitely been better in pass coverage than he has been.
We're gonna find out when he plays Andrew Luck, aren't we? Because if we're gonna find out if he can cover linebackers and backs, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
If he cover Ebron.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out this weekend when Vrabel is smart enough to run Deion Lewis on a wheel route. We're going to find out. Competition's picking up.
I must say, I like that. I like that we are winning. That we are winning. You know, I see like changes being made though. And
I think the most important thing that I see is, and James keeps saying using the fact that we're 1-7 as a curse. As a
it's just reality
to the team. I get it.
It was a detriment to the team.
I've been doing this with you for 3 years. I understand that the Giants hurt you when you had expectations, and so now you refuse to have expectations. But I look at the fact that we were.
I had expectations. Marco, you do. I mean, I was doing this with Marco for a long time. Marco, who is not the most positive? Who, when I was writing, was I not writing like we're gonna win it, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, right?
Yeah, but that's when we were good.
And
when we were good.
Now you were.
Let's get the dollar out. Let's get the dollar out. Where did they hurt you? Point to where it hurt you.
No. They didn't hurt me. They fooled us all. They fooled us all when we all thought we were going to the Super Bowl with Brandon Marshall and all that shit. And at that point, And at that
By the
point,
way,
it's easy.
hold on,
At that point, it was very easy to evaluate where the roster was going. And last year, you played yourself, and now here we are again. And now you're going to play yourself again, and in May, you're going to be doing the same thing. And they're going to start off 0-5 next year with Eli as quarterback, and you're going to be going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then they'll make a run late, and then we'll do the same thing next year. I mean, it's just, come on.
Listen,
Yeah,
here's my thing.
This run should have happened at 1-3, not 1-7.
Yeah, I agree.
1-7. That's not. You can't just make that go. That doesn't just go away because you beat Nick Mullins and Mark Sanchez. That doesn't just go away.
What do you say all the time, James? Like, first of all, I want to say this because I've been trying to make this point for 10 minutes. I haven't been able to make it. The fact that we were 1-7 and we have a roster full of guys now that give a shit, and they're playing their balls off at 1-7 to try and make a difference. Like that makes me happy. I want those guys.
The same guys are the reason we're 1-7.
No, they got rid of a few guys.
If
Nick Mullins.
If you look at the way they're playing now, they're playing different.
Because they're playing Mark Sanchez and Nick Mullins.
I don't care.
And Chase Daniel.
They can't control who they're playing against.
Right.
They can only play the
No, they can't, but we can at least look at it objectively, can't we?
If
they rolled out the Little Sisters of the Poor and we beat them by 80, would you be fired up? That
Yeah.
Redskin team gave up.
What I'm saying, my question to you, and I'm looking forward to your answer, is so you're telling me that you would rather have a roster full of guys that would lose those games because then you would know that you would have to replace them.
No,
You guys are
no,
playing
not at all.
At a time
Not at all.
when everybody else would quit, and they're playing their balls off. And I'd rather have those guys on the team in the future when we have something to play for because they're.
Who's my
earning it
quarterback?
Right now.
Who's the quarterback? Because we're having two different conversations if you tell me who the quarterback is.
We'll get the quarterback. Listen.
No. Right now, with the guys that are on the roster at 1-7 right now that you love so much, who's my quarterback? Do I get to pick
right
him?
Now?
With the scenario that you just posed, where this team we got a team that's 1-7, but now they're playing so well. And what do I want to tell them, and what do I want them to do, and winning and losing and all that stuff. See, to me, there's a difference. If I'm 1-7 and I say I'm going to put Kyle Lauletta in, and I'm doing this with Kyle Lauletta, I'm happy. Doing it with Eli Manning makes no fucking sense.
Oh, there goes the swear jar. There goes the swear jar.
Makes no
I
sense.
want you guys to know.
You're treading water.
Oh, wait.
It's not how hard you get hit. It's how many times you get back up.
Right. Oh, where's did you delete the conversation with the guy on Facebook?
No, not at all.
Read that?
I delete nothing. I don't delete anything.
I want to do a dramatic reading of that.
This
I can pull that up. I'll play I can play my role. Hold on.
This
I don't know if I.
This
That fucking guy.
This is what we deal with on a daily basis with James.
I just don't get you guys. Like,
Hold on. This is what I want to say.
I don't understand.
Before we get into that reading, we're about to read this thread, and this has it on the website. I want the Giants fans to know that are part of our page. These are daily conversations that we have with James behind closed doors and on group chat. Like,
100%.
You're doing the same thing that we're doing every day.
Yeah, that's correct.
I do it every day just for the hell of it.
oh, Marco, I found it.
That's on your personal page, or where is it?
No, it's on the. It was on a. Hold on, it was on the.
That's Twitter about, wasn't it?
Cause
No, it was on Bleed Big Blue Nation.
oh, okay, the group. Okay.
I want Marco.
Because
Marco, you're going to play the other guy, right?
should I play the other guy?
Marco's going to play the other guy. Jimmy's going to play himself.
Wait, so
Can we
hold
get
on,
the
wait.
music?
Marco will be playing the role of Mike Gorski.
Oh, here it
Tell
is.
us, tell us
All right,
about
so-
Mike Dorsey, Marco.
Let's not.
What's your inspiration?
Well, soap opera ask music, please.
should we get a little dramatic effect going? All right, so I
Yeah.
will, I will play Mike. I won't throw his last name out there because I won't. All right, ready?
Oh, I did.
That'll be edited out.
It's gonna come into play later, so it has to. Go ahead. Fuck this guy.
So it's pretty
so
quiet.
you do read your comments, everybody.
Yes, we do read the comments. It's pretty quiet here. Where's all your hate for the Barkley pick?
We're announcing the game live, and he was still the wrong pick.
Hold on. My thread closed. 68, 48, 38, 28 replies, 18 replies, 8. Oh, here we go. Let's see. So, wait, hold on. So, let's start over because other people jumped into the chat. So it's pretty quiet on here. Where's your hate for Barkley pick?
We're announcing the game live, and he was still the wrong pick.
Some other guy chimes in, you are a moron, you'll be rocking his jersey next time, you're a bitch. And then Mike jumps
Mullen.
Yeah. You're telling the truth. James, what do you need, a 6XL or so?
Mullins, the Bucks, Sanchez, focus.
You're a douche.
And I wrote douche, and I spelt it correctly.
No, that's correct. That was douche with D-O-U-C-H. You will eat your words soon enough.
That wasn't that dude. Hold on, where's Gorski? There it is.
He throws it out again. All right, so I'll jump in. You're right, douche. I was actually enjoying the game without your bullshit negativity, so spelling wasn't my first worry.
Obviously.
Let's see. Hey, asshole, how did Darnold do today?
Are you really talking about a rookie quarterback 13 games into his rookie season, genius?
Oh, and by the way, I spelled U-R. So it's wrong to question Darnold, but to question Barkley. Where is the fucking logic? Big goddamn deal they play a different position. Barkley has been an impact player for his team, and what I could guess you geniuses think the fourth or fifth most impactful position. Darnold can't stay healthy. When he's in the game, he's a turnover machine. How many turnovers does Barkley have? James, you are a hack. Remember that. You can't get on a real broadcast, so you have to make yourself relevant and talk bullshit on this podcast. I could start one tomorrow, and you'll have as much success as you.
I said, I'm not questioning Barkley at all. From before the draft, I said he's an amazing talent. But at 2, you take a quarterback or you trade the pick when your roster blows. And yes, you're an idiot for questioning a rookie quarterback 1 year in. And the fact that you sweat my opinion to the point that you think you get me triggered and call me names and keep coming back for more, you're one of many. You're pretty much a fan, bitch, and we appreciate the follow. Feel free to call Wednesday. Feel free to call in Wednesday. Trying to get Gary Reasons on again, so it should be fun.
Thanks. I've already had the equipment to do it, just not the reason. I hope you get reasons. He was always one of my favorite players. Pretty unsung in the group he played with.
He's been on before, trying to link him up with Pepper at the same time. Hashtag hack.
Yes, you are a big fucking hack.
You're tired, Gorski. You're tired, Gorski. You'll see me in your dreams.
Nah, buddy. I've just begun. I'll make sure I'll take those 3 to 4 subscriptions from your pod. You'll just lit a fire under my ass. So in the end, thanks.
When you hit 40K, we will have you on. Keep in touch.
Bet on it.
You think I care about you? Cute.
You keep replying, so it's obvious.
Right.
My favorite thing about this is that it happened during the game. Like, this was all.
No, did it?
Then some other guy jumps in. He says, "Just because of you, I'm going to subscribe to their podcast. You're a lowlife."
I said it's our podcast. It's for Giant fans, and I told them where to follow and where we go live. Feel free to call in. And we just started doing Giants play-by-play. Blah 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 blah. All right, good. Okay. And then some other fucking moron chimes in.
Right.
Aren't you judging him being 13 games into his NFL career? I guess he's talking about Barkley.
No, stupid. We're closer to 500 record at the point with Barkley than what we sat with him. Sorry, he doesn't really speak English that well, so it reads wrong. Go ahead.
No, dude. Oh, no, what am I talking to here? So anyway, how are you missing the point still? No, it wouldn't be. That's the fucking point. Not one single player was going to make this roster a Super Bowl contender, hence the running back being an awful pick. But you all bought it hook, line, and sinker and get mad at me because Barkley has stats. It's funny and sad all in one. Very true. The goal is being a 500 team now. Got it, Gorski.
Wait, where does he reply? Got it, Gorski. No, stupid. The goal is improving.
Congrats, we're improving.
Maybe you expect a miracle from last year, but some of us are realistic.
I'm going to call you Corky Gorski from here on out.
Shots fired.
How have you completely missed the point? Tragic.
Go 13-3 versus last year. Makes you fucking tarred. It's a process. Get in line or jump on. Some of the team's bandwagon. I think the Jets have a few available spots.
Still missing it. And if you think I thought taking Darnold meant we'd compete for a Super Bowl this year, well, you're dumber than you look, Corky.
The problem is that you have no point. Take a QB, take some O-line. I know best. Fuck you and your shit opinion. Actually, yours is correct in that sentence. You know nothing. You are the Jerry Reese of fans. You think you know more than the rest of us, but reality is you're just waiting to be exposed. Taking Darnold number 1 would have mattered. I know you know that. He would have rode the bench this year. Maybe next wouldn't have done shit. How about calling me during your podcast? Oh wait, he's supposed to call, right?
I told him to.
Opinions, let's duel. James went underwater, I think.
No, I told him. I said, yeah, Dick, I will call you. I will call you. Hold your breath. Like, he wants us to call him? I'm not calling him. I said, call him like everyone else does.
There's like another 100. There's like another 100 comments, but this thread goes on and on and on.
We got the point. We got the point.
Oh, let's see what's going on. I think we are being. I see the person that's supposed to call in. I see he's retweeting people on Facebook, on Twitter.
I love these battles because this is the ones I usually get. I usually jump in on the other side, go and try to piss off James more, especially on Twitter. Go ahead and look up James and I's history on Twitter.
Oh yeah. All right, gentlemen, I want to wrap this up in the next 15 because I have to be out of the house super early tomorrow.
I hear you.
Let's see. We recapped Giants in Washington. We talked about the playoffs. We talked about Saquon. We talked about Lauletta. We talked about the draft. We talked about the Giants in Tennessee. We don't have a guest caller.
I want to talk about. Can we talk about Odell Beckham's squad?
Yeah. You want to talk about his squads?
Sure.
Yeah. So the injury happened. The Eagles game, right? Is that what was believed?
Yeah, he got leg whipped in the Philly game.
And then he played the entire Chicago game. Dominated.
Yeah.
And then practiced all week. But then on Sunday, on Saturday night, was determined he couldn't play.
Well, that's a deep wide receiver for you, and that's the reason we can't win.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need Odell. You saw what the wide receiver core looked like without him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Can we talk about his hair? Has his new hairstyle?
He cut it off.
Guys.
He cut his hair off. Something happened.
Is it going to be like Samson?
He went through a breakup, didn't he?
I think James dropped.
One of his Instagram model girlfriends broke up with him.
Maybe.
What happened?
Oh, I thought you dropped. Block Talk's acting weird. It looked like you dropped off.
No, I'm here, buddy.
You're here. All right, so let's give the opinions on what's going to happen versus Tennessee.
Mm. 1 o'clock Sunday.
We will
be live.
We will go live
at Giant Stadium, neutral end zones, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Yeah, it's gonna be neutral, correct?
Yeah, because the Jets are playing on Saturday, and they don't have time to switch the end zone out.
Yeah, it's the first time that's happening. But that
how long does they put an end zone out?
Don't even get me started on this. How is that stadium $1.6 billion to build? Its key feature is that it turns from blue to green. It's just like it's like a gray. It's the worst stadium in the world. There's no home field advantage, none, for the Jets or the Giants.
It was 1.6 billion. God knows how many kickbacks going on.
And the
Oh,
best,
you
the
changed
best.
lights.
Yeah, it changed. Your lights can change. And the best part is that fans paid for it. A majority of it.
Oh, wow.
And then it's been 10 years and it's like outdated already.
Thanks, Mara.
Run the team, Mara.
Thanks, Mara family.
Pay for your own building, Mara.
Run the team, Mara. Fuck.
All right, so
Cancel.
let's do the whole predictions.
Now we're going with the wild predictions like last week.
23-21 Giants.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
28-21. Wow. God damn.
Tim?
On a Rojas 48-yarder to win it.
I'm going to say 24-21 Tennessee in a hard-fought game. But I'm calling out Ogletree's going to have another pick this week for another pick 6.
Justin, what do you got?
Giants come up big. They feed Barkley at home. Giants 34. Titans 19.
I will go with the Giants. Let's see. Giants 27, Tennessee 20. I will have, let's see. Saquon will have a great game. We'll have Odell showing up. And the Giants will still be in it. It's losing you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
They keep winning since playoff time.
If we get to week 17 and somehow all we need to do is beat Dallas, I mean, that's a 50-50, and we've done it before.
Would you guys consider this a successful season if we got out of the first round of the playoffs?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
No.
I
would.
Supposed to do.
No, you're not. You're supposed to win a Super Bowl.
You can't
So
go.
all you've done at that point is now you're drafting in the 20s and you're in the same position you were in. It's silly. It's silly.
They're gonna
It's a
make
pipe dream anyway, but it's silly.
They're gonna make the quarterback thing happen.
Not only
It's
are they
gonna
making the
happen.
run to get in, now they're winning in the wild card round.
Let me ask you this question. I want to ask this question to James. James.
Yeah.
Where do they put you?
If it got to the point where the Giants, like, all they had to do was win in Dallas to make the playoffs. Like, that's all they
That
had to
game's
do.
at home.
Are you telling me that you would be rooting against them?
No, do you listen to me do the games? I never root against us, but there's a difference between rooting against us, but between rooting for us in the moment to want to win a football game and then realizing that when the game's over, like, oh fuck, it's sort of like, how about this? All right, let's have an honest conversation. You want to know what it's like a Giant win right now? Do you want to know exactly what it's like? It's sort of like the girl that you really don't like. It's the girl that you don't like, but you sleep with anyway. And while you're doing it, it's awesome. And then the minute you're finished, you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. There you go.
And that's brought to you by Bleedbigblue. With families, everything.
Does that sum it up for you, Justin?
Yeah.
Is that not the perfect scenario to put it against?
I want to follow it up with this. Giants fans.
Every guy knows what I'm talking about.
Realize that if we make the playoffs, that we're going to be playing the Chicago Bears, who we beat. We beat them.
Yeah, in Chicago with Trubisky this time.
I got a question for you, James.
I'm afraid of Mitch Trubisky. James, are you afraid of Mitch
No, I'm more afraid of my quarterback than Mr. Trubisky. I'm more afraid of my quarterback. Recognize, first of all, when you get to Chicago, we'll talk about Chicago.
James,
until they get there, there's a pipe dream, guys.
James, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
At any point in your youth or when you were single, did you ever turn down a girl and then realize it was a mistake later? You should have been like, you know what? I should have fucking did it.
No.
Never. Not once. There has to be.
No.
You're like,
I'd never turned down anyone when I was younger. How old? What's my age range? How old am I?
At any age.
How old am I? Can you give me a specific age?
Teenagers going forward. How about that?
No, teenage. I fucked everything at that age. No. And there were plenty of options. So even if I did pass up on one, all I had to do was make a call.
Right. So say you passed up on one.
Mm-hmm.
You never regretted passing up on one. Just be like, I should have fucking done it.
I mean, maybe in the moment where maybe, all right, maybe, okay, probably a couple of times, maybe in the moment, yeah. Uh-huh.
That's what getting in the playoffs is like. You're gonna regret it when you're not in it next year.
Getting in the playoffs this year for Giant fans is big blue balls. That's what that is like. That's the girl rubbing up on the dance floor all night long, and then her best friend comes by and she goes, "We're all leaving together."
All right, we will leave on that note. You are listening to the Bleed Big Blue.
It's a quick one. Commit. And CEO, you're going down. I'm going to spank you so hard. It's going to be great.
I will just let it be known that my second running back went on IR after he won the game for me, which is the pitch. And Sammy Watkins also decides he can't play game of football anymore. So I am injury riddled at the moment. And
Hit that waiver wire.
And Todd Gurley forgot how to run last week.
Double Cook, thank you. Thank you for the garbage touchdown last week.
You better send him an edible arrangement.
Also, RIP to Brandon Marshall's career.
Oh my God!
It's hard to believe that
this poor guy.
It's hard to believe that we were so pumped up to sign him, like before the start of last season. We were all in that group chat that day when he signed that 2-year, $12 million deal. We thought we won the lottery.
Yeah.
And how many
people? We called it months earlier. He's going to come to us.
He's been cut by 3 teams since then.
Yes.
That's when I was delusional.
My God.
That's where they hurt him. Right there.
We found it. All right, everyone. Please.
That was it.
If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like this video, throw a comment on. We'll get back to you. We'll probably read it out on air, and ridicule you
with your full name,
and do all those.
Please troll us because we enjoy it.
Yeah, it's our.
Yeah.
Sunday, gentlemen.
Bleed Big Blue.
We'll see you guys.
All right.
Always.
All right. Bye.
But
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.